Hello, and welcome to today's creator contract, Learn to Fly Ambrose Island, set on Ambrose Island and supplied to us today by yours truly. So moving on to our briefing, short and sweet, man versus gravity. So moving on to our targets, and today we have 5 of them, along with 2 objectives. And for today's challenge, we'll be starting at the shrine, and we'll be bringing with us a lockpick and a silenced pistol. So right from the start and off the bat, we are in the vicinity of 3 of our targets, so we're going to make our way straight behind us and over to the edge of the rope bridge, and we're going to wait right here on the edge of the bridge, and our first target will be heading across the bridge heading towards us. So he's going to stop at about the halfway point, and when he does, we can then make our way across the bridge to the middle, and we're going to give him a quick nudge and a short flying lesson, followed by a long swimming lesson. So over he goes, and down he goes into the waters below, and we are 1 target down. We're then going to make our way back to the shrine, and just behind the botanist we will find somewhere around here a shovel, and with this shovel we are going to render the botanist unconscious, so you can go to sleep. We're then going to launch the shovel at the bohemian's head, who is already asleep, and we're going to make sure he doesn't wake up. We're then going to drag each of these 2 over to the rope bridge, and we are going to deposit them 1 at a time over the edge. So we're just going to wait here because there is a patrolling guard at the far end of the bridge. We're just going to wait for him to move away before we drag the bohemian over and give him a quick flying lesson, followed by a long swimming lesson. So down he goes, and he actually bounced off the rock face there, so he's probably got a nice concussion to boot. So 2 targets down, we're going to go back for the botanist now and do the exact same thing with him, although this time round we don't have to wait for the patrolling guard, who has not yet returned. So once we get out far enough, we'll get the prompt, we can throw the botanist over the edge. Have a look for some plants on the way down there, mate. There you go. 3 targets down, 2 more to go, and our final targets are both located over by Akka's compound. Now obviously we can't just mosey straight in there in our suit, so we are going to have to do a little bit of sneaking around and get ourselves a change of outfit along the way. So we're going to head straight back down onto the Cove Beach area, avoiding the stone bridge. We're actually going to pass under it because that will be a trespassing zone. We're going to hop over the entrance into Akka's compound, and over here we will find ourselves a patrolling pirate. We're going to render said pirate unconscious while he's moving away from us. Now you may have to wait around for him for a little while. We've just timed this absolutely perfectly. We're going to leave him there and take his outfit. We're going to take out the camera pointed into Akka's compound so that we can pass by without being spotted. We're going to lockpick our way through the chicken wire gate here, and we're heading now for the tower, and at the very top of that tower we will find our next target. Now he is an enforcer, so when we get up to the top of the tower here we are going to have to check on his location. It looks like he is currently located at the front here, which will mean he will have his back to us, which also means we can then approach him quite easily, render him unconscious. We're going to drag him and drop him off the rear of the tower, making it slightly more difficult that anyone will spot him, although someone usually does at some point. So if we drop him off the front of the tower, we run a much higher risk of being spotted ourselves. So once we've deposited him over the edge and give him a flying lesson, we're going to return to terra firma ourselves, and we're going to now make our way across the stone bridge we've previously gone under, and our final target is in the lookout tower just up here. Also here we have one enforcer, as you can see. We're just going to wait for him to move away, and also in this area we have access to the submarine keys, so we may use that as our exit, as if we have the keys it will be the nearest available exit. So we're just going to wait for the enforcer to finish his conversation with his colleague and move away before making our way into the area, grabbing the submarine's keys, and then making our way up to the lookout tower. We're going to crouch down as we reach the top, and we can then give our final target a nice gentle nudge and a swim in the ocean. So with all of our targets now dealt with, all that's left for us to do is to make good our escape, and if we are quick enough we can make it over the edge here and take the relatively short route down to the submarine. If the patrolling enforcer guard is around, we will have to wait them out, but luckily enough we managed to get this done before he returned, and we get ourselves a nice submersible out of the deal. So there we go, one more creator contract taken care of, and we get confirmation all of our targets have been eliminated according to plan. We met our objectives, and we get a silent assassin rating. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.